Hi, we're Gaviotas of Fuego from group 414, and today we're going to show you how to make a database from scratch called Doctor's Office, in which you can store information about your patients in three different tables, which are personal data, medical history, and basic clinical data. You will also be able to scan information, delete and add rows and fields, and give format to your table by the end of this video.
Okay, so now to do activity number 2, that is the doctor's office database. We need to display the access splash screen and then select on base de datos in blank desktop. On nombre de archivo, we will type doctor's office and we will click on crear. The window where table 1 is located is just the place where we're gonna put all of the fields of the table. To do this, locate and click on Agregar button, select the type of data required from the list, and once the cursor is positioned inside the cell, type the name of the field and press enter. We're gonna need to put the following field names. First, ID with the data type number auto number. Then name with the data type short text, age with number, gender with short text, address with short text, phone number with short text, nationality with short text, and marital status with short text. And when you finish, you need to place the mouse on the name of table 1 and then press the button of guardar with the right click. Then the guardar como window appears and you need to put personal data and then aceptar. Then this is the datasheet view, so you need to change it to design view of the ID field to patient number, as well as the type of data for each of the fields if it's necessary. Then to save the personal data again, right click on the name of the table and click on guardar. Again, right click on the table name and click cerrar.
Hi, I'm Lorenzo Garcia, and I'm going to explain how to create several tables in Microsoft Office. So first we're going to open Microsoft Office and then click on the Create tab. And we will select the Tables button and then the Tables group. And then when we create the new table, we will name it as Basic Clinical Data. And then we will switch to Design View and then we will enter the following files and properties. I will just mention a few. For example, in file name, we'll put patient number and then data type number and last file size integer. And then we will click on save and we will right click in the table and we will name it like that and then we close it. And then for the second table, we will follow the same steps that we follow before. We go to Create tab, then we select Tables group and then Table button. And then this time the table will name as medical history. And we will also switch to design view and insert the following files and properties. And as I said, I will just mention a few. In file name, we will put history ID, then data type, then number auto number, and last the file size long integer. And then we could observe that the doctor's offices database contains the two tables, the personal data, the basic clinical data, and the clinical history. However, these tables are empty and they do not record any information or record. So now we're going to close the database, and if it asks you to save the table, we'll click on accept. And then you'll click on menu file and then open. And then you'll see that there will appear different options that are displayed to open an existing database, such as Recientes, OneDrive, Este PC, Agregar un sitio, and Examinar folder.
We already have our file open, which is Doctor's Office database. We go here and we open the personal data table. Next thing, So you can navigate through the records. You can click the tab button. And to go back, you can go Shift and Tab. Next, over here, so you can have more accessibility, you can click Previous Record, Next Record, One Record Forward, or Last Record, One Record Forward, One Record Back, and all the way back. We can also click this button, which is Add New Record. Here you have it, New Record. To search for specific data, we can go over here, click on search. If it disappears, you can just type whatever you want to search. For example, I can search David, and here it's going to be highlighted. Or I can search the number 81, and it's highlighted. Next, we go to Formato de Texto, which is in the Initial tab, which is here, Text Formatting. And we can choose between bold, italic, underline, change the color of the letter, change the highlighting, the theme colors, type of scripture, the size, whether you wanted it in the left, in the middle, or in the right, and grid lines. Next, place the pointer over the name of any field you want to select, whether rows, columns, or the entire table. Notice that this changes to black. Note that when you click this button, the entire table is selected. Simply click on any cell to remove the selection. Close the table and the doctor's office database. If it asks you to save the changes, click the C button.
And to conclude with our stage 2 project from database, we're going to review some other navigation options. For example, here you can see that from 29 we automatically skip to 32. This happened because we deleted a row between those two. This is a function that works as the following. You need to right-click the row, and you can either click here, eliminar registro, or you can go up here where it says registros and eliminar. The function is the same, and this little window will appear asking us to be completely sure to delete it because it cannot be recovered. So in our case, we're going to click yes. As you can see, if we try to add someone new, for example, Juana, the number will automatically change into 33 and not 30, 31, or 32. Okay. There are some other things we can do. For example, we can add new fields as we have seen before, but we can also delete them. To delete them, we're going to add here a field called email, but oh no, we already have the address and they're basically the same thing. So we're going to delete them. You can either right-click and eliminar campo, or go up here and again eliminar. It again asks us to be completely sure, and yes. Then we can hide some fields for when we want to show this information to someone else. For example, we right-click, in this case, the age. That's not really important. It's right-click and the field, and then ocultar campos. It'll automatically disappear. Then we can move on to the nationality, which also does not matter very much. And we hide. But what if we want to see it again? Because we have not deleted them. Okay, you need to click on any of these fields up here, right click, and Mostrar Campos, right below Ocultar. You can see here there are some check marks, and if you click them, they'll either appear or disappear. And that's what we have. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you the next time.